This team is young. This is a very young team. They play hard. You have KD at the 2. You got Sengun, Amen at the point. There's no point guard in the league that can stop him from coming in the league. He's very dangerous and he's very selfish. Now you have damn near everybody else 6'11" and above, makes for a very, very, could be unguardable team.
The NBA thought the Houston Rockets needed more time. Too young, not ready, one piece away. Then they failed to come back from being down 3-1 to Golden State and got bounced in round 1. Then Fred VanVleet tears his ACL before the season even starts. Kevin Durant joins his 5th franchise at 37 years old. Another super team experiment destined to fail, right? Wrong. 15-6, 4th best offense in the league, 2nd best defense, on pace to shatter a 30-year-old rebounding record. The Houston Rockets aren't just good, they're becoming the scariest team in the Western Conference. So how did a team that lost its point guard and added a 37-year-old become this dominant? It starts with 2 guys making defenses pick their poison every single night. Let's talk about Kevin Durant, 37 years old, 5th franchise, coming off a Phoenix experiment that went nowhere. The narrative was already written. Washed superstar chasing one last ring on a young team that isn't ready. But here's what everyone forgot. This is Kevin Durant, 2-time Finals MVP, number 8th leading scorer in NBA history. And guess what? He's still that guy. 25.2 points per game on ridiculous efficiency. Still getting to his spots, still hitting pull-ups over anyone. But the scoring isn't even the biggest thing he brings, it's the gravity. Watch how defenses react when KD touches the ball. They collapse, they rotate, they panic. That opens up everything else. He's a spacer, he's a closer, and most importantly, he's been in every big moment imaginable. That's championship DNA, and this young Rockets core is soaking it up. Now pair that with Alperen Sengun. Forget promising, forget potential. Sengun has arrived. 23.1 points, 9.1 rebounds, 7.1 assists. Those aren't young player finding his way numbers. Those are franchise cornerstone numbers. He just became the 3rd youngest player in NBA history to reach 5,000 points, 2,500 rebounds, and 1,000 assists. The other 2, LeBron James and Giannis. The Jokic comparisons used to feel premature. Not anymore. Sengun's footwork is elite. His passing vision is ridiculous. His ability to orchestrate from the high post, Denver 2023 vibes. So imagine you're an opposing defense. Double Sengun in the post, he kicks it to Kevin Durant. Splash. Shade toward KD instead. Now Sengun's got room to operate. Good luck with that. Pick your poison. Either way, you're getting cooked. Together, they're averaging over 47 points per game. 2 legitimate all-stars operating in perfect harmony. When one gets doubled, the other eats. And they actually fit. Durant spaces the floor. Sengun creates from the post. The chemistry is real. But here's what separates this Rockets team from other star duo experiments. It's not just KD and Sengun. This entire roster is built different. Because when you watch Houston play, something feels off. And I mean that in the best way possible. Here's a stat that shouldn't make sense. The Houston Rockets rank dead last in the NBA in 3-point attempts, 29.6 per game in 2025. When every team in the league is launching threes, like their lives depend on it, Houston looked at modern basketball and said, nah, we're good. And yet, 4th best offensive rating in the entire league. How does that work? Ime Udoka figured something out. Instead of playing the same style as everyone else, he built a system around what his guys actually do best. And what they do best is bully you. Sengun and Durant are 2 of the most elite isolation scorers in basketball. So Udoka let them cook. The Rockets don't move the ball a million times looking for the perfect shot. They get it to their guys in their spots and let them go to work. Post-ups, mid-range pull-ups, face-up isolations, old school basketball executed at an elite level. Low passes per possession, maximum efficiency. It's not pretty by modern standards, but it's absolutely devastating. And then there's the rebounding. Listen to this. Houston is on pace to break the all-time offensive rebounding percentage record. We're talking 40.8%, a record that stood for over 30 years. And they're not just threatening it, they're demolishing it. Steven Adams, Alperen Sengun, Clint Capella, three absolute monsters on the glass, combining for 23.2 rebounds per game. 10.4 of those are offensive boards. That's not a typo. Think about what that does to an opposing defense. You fight through screens for 20 seconds. You contest every shot. You do everything right. The ball rims out. Finally, a stop. And then Steven Adams tips it out to Jabari Smith for a corner three. How do you stay motivated? How do you keep grinding on defense when you literally cannot end possessions? Houston isn't just out-talented teams. They're breaking their will. But wait, a team that plays through the post and crashes the glass this hard should be giving up easy buckets in transition, right? Wrong again. The Rockets have the third best defensive rating in the league, 111.1 points allowed per game. They held Sacramento to 95 points. They held Phoenix to 92. Elite stuff. And here's the wrinkle nobody's talking about. Houston plays zone defense on about 18% of their possessions. That's nearly double any other team in the league. Nobody does that in today's NBA. But Udoka has the length to make it work. He can switch almost everything. Man-to-zone adjustments, mid-possession. Opponents don't know what's coming. They can't get comfortable. They can't find rhythm. The versatility is suffocating. Ime Udoka looked at what every other team was doing. Launch threes, play fast, switch everything in man defense, and said, we're going to do the exact opposite, and we're going to dominate while doing it. The scary part? It's working. But what happens when your starting point guard goes down before the season even starts? Most teams fall apart. Most teams panic. The Rockets found their secret weapon. Remember when people questioned the Reed Sheppard pick, third overall, in 2024? The kid from Kentucky who everyone said was too small, couldn't create his own shot. His rookie year didn't help. 4.4 points per game in 12 minutes, shooting 35% from the field. People were already calling him a bust. Then Fred VanVleet tears his ACL. Season over before it starts. Houston needs someone to step up. Reed Sheppard didn't just step up, he transformed. 14 points per game, 45% from three, 1.6 steals. His box plus minus jumped from negative 1.7 to positive 7.3. That's not improvement. That's a completely different player. And here's the poetic part. His career high, 31 points against Golden State, the same team that ended Houston's season last year, the same team that sent them home in Game 7. Sheppard looked at that matchup and chose violence. His teammates see it too. Amen Thompson told him straight up after a game, if you take one more dribble when you're open and don't shoot, I'm gonna punch you in the face. That's not a threat. That's trust. They want him letting it fly. And when Reed Sheppard lets it fly, buckets. Speaking of Amen Thompson, what is this kid becoming? 17.5 points, 8.5 rebounds, 5.1 assists, playing point guard at 6'7" with athleticism that doesn't make sense. If there's anyone in the league who could literally leap off the screen, it's Amen Thompson. VanVleet goes down and most teams scramble for a replacement. Houston just handed the keys to their 22-year-old freak athlete and said, go crazy. The playmaking, the rim attacks, the transition dunks that make you rewind 5 times. His development curve is terrifying for the rest of the league. He's not even close to his ceiling yet. And then there's everyone else. Jabari Smith Jr. got the bag this summer. Now he's proving Houston made the right call. 15.3 points, 6.4 rebounds, defensive anchor. The shot is falling. The confidence is there. This is the Jabari we've been waiting for. Steven Adams, at 32 years old, is still the best offensive rebounder in basketball on a per-minute basis. The man refuses to let a ball hit the floor. Clint Capella comes off the bench, a starting caliber center on most teams, and does the exact same thing. You want to out-physical Houston? Good luck. They've got 3 guys who will bully you on the glass all night. Tari Eason, when healthy, is another defensive menace. Jeff Green brings veteran presence and championship experience. The bench isn't just deep, it's elite. This is what makes Houston terrifying. KD needs a night off, Reed Shepherd drops 31, Sengun gets in foul trouble, Adams and Capella bully the glass anyway. Someone's having an off night, 5 other guys are ready to step up. There's no weak link, there's no easy matchup, just waves of talent coming at you for 48 minutes. So we've covered the stars, we've covered the system, we've covered the depth. But here's the real question everyone's asking. Can the Houston Rockets actually win a championship? Look, I get the skepticism. I do. Kevin Durant is 37 years old. In the last 5 years, he's only played 70 games once. The Achilles tear, the hamstring strains, the knee sprains. Father Time is undefeated, and Durant's injury history is real. Can he hold up for 82 games, plus a playoff run? That's a legitimate question. Fred VanVleet is done for the year. Your starting point guard, your veteran floor general, gone before game 1. Can a team really sustain success without a traditional point guard running the show? History says that's tough. The young core, Sengun, Amen, Shepherd, Jabari, they're talented. But playoff experience? Almost none. Last year they had Golden State on the ropes, forced a Game 7 at home, and Steph Curry reminded them why he's a 4-time champion. When the pressure cranked up, the vets knew how to win, and the kids didn't. That's the gap they're still trying to close. And let's not forget, the West is absolutely loaded. Oklahoma City just won a championship and brought everyone back. Denver has Jokic playing at MVP level again. Lakers has Luka. Golden State refuses to go away. Minnesota's hungry. The path to the finals runs through a gauntlet. Valid concerns? All of them. But here's the counter evidence. The Athletic just gave Houston an A grade at the quarter season mark. They're not just winning games, they're dominating them. Plus 11 net rating. That's elite. That's historically good. That's we belong in the championship conversation good. And here's the thing about sustainability. The rebounding advantage, that doesn't regress. That's not luck. That's Adams, Sengun, and Capella physically imposing their will every single night. You can't scheme around 3 monsters crashing the glass. Durant being clutch, that doesn't regress either. That's just Kevin Durant, 2 finals MVPs, 4 scoring titles. The man has hit more big shots than almost anyone in NBA history. When the game's on the line, you want KD with the ball, period. The defense, that's systematic. That's Ime Udoka's scheme with elite personnel executing it. That's sustainable too. Multiple analysts have called Houston the biggest threat to OKC in the West. That's not hype. That's recognition of what this team actually is. But the real difference? Championship DNA. Last year, the Rockets lost to Golden State because they couldn't close games. When it was tight in the fourth quarter, when every possession mattered, they didn't have that guy. The guy who's been there. The guy who knows exactly what to do when the pressure hits maximum. Now they do. Kevin Durant has been in every big moment imaginable. Finals clinchers, elimination games, buzzer beaters. He's done it all. And that experience, that calm under pressure, it's rubbing off on everyone else. You can see it in practice. You can see it in huddles. The young guys are learning how winners carry themselves. Watch this team in close games now. Zero panic, no hesitation. When it's a 1-possession game with 2 minutes left, they have options. Get it to KD and let him cook. Find Sengun in the post. Kick it to Shepherd for 3. That's not hope. That's confidence. That's championship DNA spreading through a roster. The Houston Rockets aren't hoping to compete anymore. They're not building for the future anymore. They are the competition. Right now, this season, and the rest of the West better be paying attention. So where does that leave us? First round exit to top 4 in the West, lost their point guard, found new weapons, added a 37-year-old, got the closer they needed. This isn't a hot start. This isn't fool's gold. This is a legitimate contender announcing themselves to the league. And the scariest part, they're still figuring it out. Sengun is only 23. Amen is still developing. Reed is just getting started. And they've got Kevin Durant showing them what it takes to win when it matters. The ceiling on this team? We haven't seen it yet. 15-6, out-rebounding everyone, defending at an elite level, 2 stars who can't be stopped. The NBA has a problem, and it's wearing red. If you think the Rockets are legit contenders, then press that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next breakdown.